Hello, everybody. I'm Stick, and this is 9 Ball Stick Rut. Um, today, today we're going to do something I wanted to video when I did this. Is I'm going to modify my chalk holder. And you can say, "Well, hey, dude, that's cool. Why are you modifying that?" Well, I'm not modifying this one. I decided I'm going to change chalk. I normally use, can't remember. Now I ain't gonna be able to get that one out. I changed to Predator chalk, and I hear it's better. But this is an octagon, or that's square. And get this out. This is a Predator chalk. It's the 1080 Professional Series. I've already used it. I do like it. And, if you want to do a review on that, I will. But what I'm doing today, I'm going to leave that out for now, is I'm going to modify this to look like this. But I'm not taking this apart. I still love this chalk holder, and I may go back to a square someday. You never know. But I do like this chalk holder, so I'm not taking it apart. But when I got this one, it looked just like this. Just your standard chalk holder, the plastic tube, the string, and it's got a 9 ball at the end. But you know me, I like skulls. And the best thing about this style is you see this little piece here. I'll hold it up a little closer. Just a brass piece that's melted on the end. That's what keeps it on there. Like that. What we're going to do is we're going to cut that off. We're going to take all this off. And I'm going to modify this key holder or keychain and some of these skulls. This is just a bracelet I got at Peddler's Market or something, but it's got these really cool skulls on it. And I'll probably use some of this tube. So just like I did on this one, you can see there's the remains of that tube right there. And what I'll do is I'll cut it. I'll take a file, I'll smooth the edges off, just like that one. You see that, where it looks, you never could tell it was cut. And then I got my drill bits. And what I was thinking about doing on this one, and I still might, haven't totally decided yet, is I like to have a magnetic, magnetic cue holder, a chalk holder, and get that loose. I don't think I put that tight. Anyway, my theory is I got these really strong magnets I use work. I'm a mechanic, and I stick stuff on my toolbox with magnets right here. And my theory, I like to put this on here. And I'd like to trim it down, but I ain't got time to do that today. But I may do this in the future. I'll put this metal base on here to where I stick that in my pocket. And my chalk holder will be right there. It won't be in my pocket. It'll be right there, hanging down. But that's a different day. We're not going to do that today. So our first thing is we're going to disassemble this. Like I said, this is a chalk holder, and all you got to do is pull it back. This is nylon rope, more or less. You cut off the burnt piece, like so, and you got to save that piece. You're gonna need that one. But there we go. So next thing I got to do, I got to take this out. And the best part about that is my wife can use that for, she makes stones like this. She wraps stones, make necklaces, bracelets, all kinds of stuff. Now I need to see. Oh, that's perfect. I had the perfect drill bit. I'm gonna take and drill a hole right there, all the way through to the other end, and then the string will go through there. That'll go through the bottom. I melt it. Boom, ain't going nowhere. So let me get this set up. And I am working on my table, so I'm not going to drill over my table. So I'm going to do this over here, where it can be easy to clean up. And this is like a hard plastic. It's not really hard. It's just like when you're drilling wood, you got to keep clearing the bit out. Take your time. You don't want to force it, because you will crack it or break it. Ask me how I know. Anyway, let me show you. I'm almost through. But yeah, that's all I'm doing. Taking low pressure, just like drilling through wood, a lot of wood. You got to come back and you got to clear out your blade or clear out your drill bit. See how it's clogged up? And you can feel it. It'll start to slow down. Just take your time. And boom. There. I'm all the way through. It's kind of chalky. Well, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what this made out of. It's okay. That doesn't matter. I'm going to clean the hole out a little bit. Make it easier to pass the thread through. Okay. Now I made a mess, which is typical. Do that a lot. We're about to mess right now. Okay. So I got my hole drilled. That's going to be the base. That's going to sit down here. We know it's going to be at least that long. Now, I'm going to cut this. I can always retie this. Cut the knot off. Now I can take the skulls off. These already have a nice hole in them. I can kind of lay it out. Now, what I'm thinking about doing, like I did this one, lay this out. I'm going to put one at the top, one at the bottom, and I'll put this in the middle. That's right about there. About what I need. And I can always trim this. This is the only part I'll be trimming. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to cut that right about there. Now I don't have a saw. But I do have some pliers. Or some cutters. So all I'm going to do, get that straight. Boom. And cut that in half. Now, this I'll just take and file down with the fingernail file. Make it smooth. Make it look like you know I didn't cut it. Another little trick I'll show you in a second. And do once you get it basically the way you want it, you're gonna say, well, it looks dull now, you know. Well, yes, it does, but we're gonna change that here in just a second. What you do, take a lighter. And you don't want to melt it. You just want to heat it up just a little bit, and you'll see it change color. What that does, that takes all those little pieces and melts it, makes it smooth. So then you'll never know. I cut that, and it looks kind of factory. You just do a little time. You don't want to rush it. And boom, there it is. Now, to assembly. So, first thing you do, I like to take the tip and just heat it a little bit to kind of melt it. It helps it go through everything you're going through, and you gotta get the phrase out. It says nylon. Like I said, heat that up a little bit. I shape it to a point, and I know you can't see that, but this makes it easier when you're feeding it through, like that. Now the long piece. Now this can be tricky, but the hole's big enough to where it should go through just fine, like that. Now that's too long. Uh-oh, because that's not going to go through there or there. So we got to fix that. And now I could do this. I can only do one skull. And do the top one. That look better. Yeah, it's still too short. Kind of like that. I don't think I'm going to use 2 skulls. Let me see what it looks like with 3 skulls. Since I got them out. We can even do 4 skulls. Put another skull in there. Kind of like that. I think that's what we're going to go with. Because remember, we still had to put that on there. So, got to have a little bit out of the bottom. And 4 skulls is too much. So, and you can always replace this nylon. I had to do it on this one. I forgot what happened and it was too short, and I found this string at Hobby Lobby. And like I said, it's just nylon. So, I don't know. It's kind of cool. We'll have a little bit of play in it. We're not going to do that. Okay, let's see. What did I do? There we go. I got these little washers. I have a whole bunch of these for some reason. They'll fit right in there. Like that. I think. If you have big hands like I do, which this is actually working pretty good for me for some reason. It's always these little things here. These are my wife's. I have my own at work that I didn't bring home. Nice little needle nose pliers, bent. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do right there. It's about as long as that one. In fact, I could probably I'll use this end and clean this up. That's the beauty of this. I mean, you're making it the way you want it. You know, you don't have to search the internet or go to different stores. You just find the stuff and you make it the way you want. You know what skulls you want: butterflies, you want cats, you want whatever. I'll clean this one up a little bit. There we go. The whole kind of got squished a little bit. Same thing. Clean her up. Clean the cuts up. Filing marks. Got a little too much. Okay. Looks good. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this. I really don't want to cut this nylon too much. All I know it was, from use, the bottom of it got frayed and I had to redo it down at this end. That's what it was. These all in there. Enough for you. Oh, no, it's not. It is just that short. Almost there. Well, I'm going to use that. Yeah, yeah, we're not going to use that. I'll cut the nylon down. If I have to, I have to. So we want skulls. And then the big skull. Like I said, you can find this. As a matter of fact, I probably still have left over from the last one when I redid it the last time. I'm not worried about the length, really. I got the fan on because it's kind of a little warm. Clean that up. Get this on there. This is where these little things come in handy. Look at that. All right, so we want a little bit down. I'm going to cut off the excess right here. And if it's fraying, that's fine. You actually want that because that's what's going to melt and hold this on there. Let me hold this so it don't move. You see all that? Now, I'll come over here. I'll get away from the fan so you can get a little closer. This is what you want to do. You want that to melt. Like that. And bloop. That's it. Give that a second to cure, to cool off. And boom. There's your chalk holder. Now, if you're wondering, this is a 5-pack of the Predator 1080 I got off Amazon. Hello. And it come with the chalk holder. This one here, I think I bought it Kick Shots. But the same thing. It's the same thing, just octagon square. And when you look for them, you can find these online cheap. They're like $5-6. But you want to look and see, look for the nylon. Some pictures show you the bottom. You see that? You're golden. You can put whatever you want on there. That's how I make mine. And like I said, maybe I'll go back, because if I do put this washer on the bottom, I'm gonna clean it up. What I'll do is I'll put it on there, I'll highlight it around, I'll take the grinder and I'll shape it to the bottom here. So it's not just looking like that, because I really don't like that look. But that's a future plan. So, what do you think? I know you've seen him on my videos. He's not going away. I'm still going to keep him. But there's our new chalk holder. Cool. So guys, I appreciate it. I want to thank you for coming. I know it's not playing pool. Stick around. I'm gonna do a video once I get the table cleaned off, and I'm gonna post a video this Sunday. But this is probably gonna go up on Sunday on my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna be live streaming on Saturday. So this can be after the live stream. So check it out, guys. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate it. And like always, chalk is your friend. Just a little tappy tap, and have fun. Play some 9-ball. Later.